guys, welcome back to Performance Toyota. It's me, Hillary, and today is some exciting news. We're going to be going over the brand new 2024 Toyota Tacoma. Alright guys, so when it comes to the 2024 Tacoma, there has been so much talk about the fact that it's going to be a huge redesign. Now, with that being said, there is multiple features and multiple updates on this new truck. First and foremost that we're gonna talk about is the engine. So when it comes to the engine, we are all familiar with the 3.5 liter V6 and the Tacomas for years. Now when it comes to the new engine is now gonna be a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder turbo, which yes, sounds familiar because it's also in our Highlanders and in our Grand Highlanders. And just going on to more in the future reference, Land Cruisers. So first and foremost, when it comes to our brand new Tacoma, number one thing I'd like to point out is the moment you look at it, head straight on, already you see how wide this thing looks. Now, with that said, is it actually that wide? Not necessarily, but because of how thick these fender flares are on the side, as well as how thick your front bumper is, it makes it look that wide. And the other thing that I like to point out is the first thing is this over here. Now this is used for the airflow to be able to help with the fuel economy. This one specifically is an SR5 model, so it is just your base model. This does not come on all of the models. I believe there are a couple that actually doesn't come with it, like the TRD Off-Road Premium. So that is one of them. And then you do now see how this is all blacked out as well as here, and it's not either gray or like a chrome color. And again, just on the base model, which is still very, very nice. Very sharp looking, especially against the white. Windshield pearl is this color specifically. And then coming over to your headlights, daytime running lights over here, your headlight, and then your marker on the side. The fact that I really like is the fact that it's darker up here and it still gives you the Tacoma on the side, which is nice, and they kept that, which is great. Coming over to the side of the actual vehicle, now this is something that has always been pointed out for so many times when it comes to this vehicle, and again, giving it that effect that it is a wider vehicle, or a bigger vehicle I should say, is these beefy fender flares. They're massive. Now again, to make it that look of a mini Tundra. So coming to the side of this new Tacoma, we are gonna see the wider and again, bigger looking fender flares that are here on the side. Now, when it comes to the 24, the tires are now 17-inch as standard, whereas before it used to be 16-inch as standard. So keep that in mind as well as to the now bigger tires on this one, and the fact that even though again, this looks like it has a lift on it, with the bigger tires as well as with the beefy fender flares, that is the whole point, to give it that, I guess, size of how a Tundra even looks like. So again, this is now the baby brother. Now coming over to the doors, so we are gonna have your Tacoma logo. When it comes to the mirrors, you have your white mirror cap here with the black underneath. Now again, even though this is an SR5, you do have your Toyota safety sense. When it came to the 23 models, you had to go up packages. This one is now all standard. All your safety feature, your blind spot monitor, your lane trace assist, your rear cross traffic alert, backup camera, everything is now standard, which is amazing, and Toyota finally, thank you so much. Now the other thing too, when it comes to the actual doors, is you get your keyless entry. Now again, key fob in your pocket, you can have your hand here and it'll lock or unlock for you. And then you also have like an indent kind of coming around here when it comes to both doors. Now we are also very familiar with the access cab option. It is no longer an option, but now just your double cabs, which again is nice because you want that space, right? Over here too, so again, you get your chrome badging, SR5 to give you exactly what package you're on, and then coming over to the bed. Now when it comes to the bed, it is a 6-foot bed, which again is standard, just like your 23 models, you do get a 5-foot bed option if you go hybrid. Now, the other thing when it comes to on this side, of course, when it comes to your mud guards, you do end up getting those standard. Again, still, you do have accessory options to be able to put running boards or anything like that. Now, the other thing that I have and I'm noticing is that when it comes to this Tacoma, it does have like small caps underneath the truck. Total transparency, have no idea what that's for. So if you guys can let me know, because you guys know, that would be amazing, and put it all in the comments. Thank you so much. So now coming to the back of the vehicle, first and foremost is your updated taillights. First thing that I noticed is that now it looks a lot more like the Tundra than the Tacomas. So definitely updated your taillights. You do have like kind of a black contrast on the side of it. And then you do still have your Tacoma insert here. Now when it comes to 24s, you do have the accessorized to be able to do it in either matte black or in gunmetal gray. And then when it comes to the Tacoma on the top as well, which is nice. And then you still have your plastic bumper in the back in case of anything. So in case you do end up, let's knock on wood, nothing happens, but if you do end up getting hit, this is the only thing that gets replaced, nothing else. So the other major thing interesting that I found about the Tacoma is the fact that the tailgate is actually made out of a lighter material, which is aluminum, which that means that when you open it, it actually comes down a lot quicker and it's lighter. It doesn't feel like you're opening a great big brick, basically. So I found that that was really nice. Again, more so when it comes to being able to just fill up your truck and you don't have to worry about this really heavy thing trying to open and close it, which is nice. Especially when it comes to the SR5 that it doesn't have the power tailgate, that is definitely a nice thing, so you're not straining anything. So now to the actual bed of the Tacoma. So let's just open her up. Now it is going to be just like on all of our pickup trucks, the inline spray and everything, so you don't have to worry about anything getting scratched up or anything like that. You do end up getting your bed cleats over here as well as your springs to be able to put in whatever it is you need, tie down anything. So now coming into the inside of the vehicle, so this is going to be your back seats. Now coming from just the actual door area, you will be able to see that all this is now kind of just a nice plastic material all around, but it doesn't feel cheap or anything like that. Of course, it is Toyota. They love to be able to make sure that you are getting very good quality material. You do getting your cup holders, speakers over here, automatic windows for over here as well, and then as well as your handle. Now, fabric seats on this one, still very sturdy. Again, feels very nice, a nice kind of cross pattern over here as well. And the other thing too is that when it comes to this one, it's a lot easier to be able to just bring up, and you now have access to any storage space that you have as well. Now the other thing that you will probably find is that it just kind of comes down. There is a strap on the side to be able to just kind of click it into place so it doesn't do that. But she just comes nicely down, and then as well as in the middle, there's going to be a strap right here for you to just pull, and it comes right down as well. So you do have storage on both. So you definitely still have that. Now, as for the actual size of the back seat, I'm pretty short, as we all know. Now, this is with the seat all the way back. So that's all the way back, and this is me here. Seats are comfortable, yes, although I personally do find that it's a little tight in here. Now, this is if you had somebody that was extremely tall and needed their seat all the way back. But if you were to go and put somebody that's a little bit shorter, you probably would have a little bit more leg room. But as for all my tall people, yeah, when it comes to your short friends, they are still gonna have some room, but they're definitely gonna feel a little tight, just saying. But again, when it comes to anything like not too much road trips or anything like that, personal opinion, maybe not the greatest idea. But if you're still looking for something that, again, you don't need too much of a space, still pretty comfortable regardless. So now we're in the driver's seat, my Tacoma drivers. So now, first and foremost, as soon as I got in, seats are extremely comfortable. I definitely feel more hugged in here. I don't feel as stiff as I found in the other one. So the quality of the seats is definitely nice, more cushiony I found, especially again if you're gonna be on like any long trips or anything like that. The other thing too is steering wheel. So steering wheel, the grip is really nice. You do kind of have like this, I guess, pattern sort of polka dot ventilated kind of rubber around here, which is the only way that I can describe it, but it's still nice. It feels nice in the hands. You have a nice grip to it. And now that's with the new and improved steering wheel. You do get a telescopic steering wheel and it can go up or down as well. Push button start, which is something that even in our base SR5's Tacoma we didn't even have. Now we do. So again, another update finally. Wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, all of my safety features like I mentioned earlier, you do finally end up getting all of that, which is absolutely amazing. So that is definitely something that I know a lot of our truck drivers are going to be very excited about. You guys don't have to put so many wires in here or anything like that, which is absolutely fantastic. You don't get heated steering wheel, but you do still end up getting your heated seats. Again, if you just go up one more package, then you do end up getting your heated steering wheel. The other thing that I noticed is now your updated screen. It is an 8-inch screen, an inch more than the 7-inch that we're used to. And the other thing too is the gray contrast that you kind of find all over here to be able to just bring the Tacoma in together. It fits really well with the seats and even as well as up here. Again, nice solid plastic material. Again, you have the Tacoma logo inside, and then you have your glove box. So glove box, still enough storage. You also get enough storage space up here, and then as well as inside your center, in center here. You can have basically where you can put like your cell phones on here. Again, if you go up packages, this will probably end up being like a wireless charger. Again, you have more storage over here, and then you have like kind of this grip over here bar in between your passenger and your driver. So, I mean, if anything, you're going off-roading, you have something here to hang on to in case of anything while you're having your fun. Leather wrapped shift knob, which still very nice. Reverse camera, so still base camera, which is nice. Pretty good overall, nice feel to it. So you don't have the handbrake. It is now a button like everything else now. Your tow haul and your power, so to be able to go tier 4 low or 4 high, it's kind of just a knob over here on this side. Now again, SR5, so a lot of these are just kind of being like, I guess, your dummy buttons until you go up packages. The other thing that I found too is you have your cup holders here, and then you have cup holders in the back, but on the back of your center console. So your center console is a lot deeper than what it used to be. So you definitely have a lot more space comes depth-wise. A little small, I find, but again, when it comes to your Tacoma, you don't really need too much, but it's still really nice regardless. Again, more updated, a lot cleaner, a little bit more modern, which is very nice. And the other thing too is, as we can tell, we don't have a sunroof up here, okay? So again, SR5, you don't get a sunroof, you still have to go up packages, but regardless, you still have this like nice solid cushion, so it's not too bad. And then your glasses holder I should say, and your SOS button. So you do get everything pretty equipped, even though it's a base model. Again, if you want to go just more tidbit when it comes to specific features, you can go up packages, but the fact that they still fully pretty much equip this very nicely, even in a base model, is kind of like a finally Toyota type of I guess remark, I should say. All right guys, so just going into the inside of the vehicle just to show you what your inside of the door would look like. Again, a lot of the more grip and more rubber feel to the inside. Again though, it's nice and sturdy, which is great, especially if you're going in and out of your truck or anything like that. You end up getting that all over here. It's a nice grip to everything. You have the handle as well here, and then you kind of have more like a cage looking pattern to this to be able to store more inside your door, and as well as over here and all the doors as well, which is definitely really nice. The other thing I wanted to point out too is that when it comes to your dash, it is now digital, so that is always nice to see as a more modern and update look to your truck. All right guys, so this is the 2024 Toyota Tacoma, the brand new redesign, the one that's gotten everybody buzzing, now finally here in Canada, and I am so excited that we finally ended up receiving one. 278 horsepower, as well as about 6,400 pounds is what it tows as well, or car capacity, I should say. This is just your SR5 base model that I was able to get in, but you guys let me know what you think. Any comments, any likes, any dislikes, anything that you think would maybe I missed or anything we can add, I would love to hear it. Please put inside the comments, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.